I'm gonna share a little bit, talk a little bit. You guys can keep me busy or you can keep me company while I am working on my booth. I am going to be moving into a new vintage antique booth space where I have more places to put the good old stuff that I've been hauling for the last couple of months. Well, I'm kind of done sourcing all my items because I can't buy anymore. So now it's time to get serious. Hey, who's on here? Is it my regulars? Paula, Debbie Sue? Who's on? Say hi. But whoever just popped on, I just wanted to let you know that right now I'm preparing for I'm going to put you on my tripod here that Evie gave me from Evie's retirement channel, and trying to set this up. You can see this chandelier. Well, I sourced that chandelier at an antique estate sale, and they needed it gone, and it came in a big wooden box. And this box had a steel pole that it was hanging on. It's very heavy, and you can see it's bowing in the center right now. These are all crystals, and I just started cleaning a couple of them, and they're beautiful, but I decided I need to get them all done. My husband rewired my chandelier so that it didn't have to be plugged into the main electric source, and I can just plug it in and it'll turn on instead of hardwiring it, is what I was trying to say. So what I was planning on doing here, if anybody joins me, I'm going to be just cleaning these crystals and figuring out how they go, because you can see that they're missing some, but when I bought this, they also gave me the sconces that go on the side of on the wall, and it has all the extra crystals. So if I need any more crystals, there's still a bunch in the bottom of this box, but I can attach them. And there is about 12 lights in this. Let's get closer. So there's like 12 light bulbs, and then it goes all the way down here. So there's light bulbs here, right here, and then there's light bulbs here. And this is like, I don't know if it's stainless or I don't know what material it is. All I know is it's really, really heavy. And so I'm gonna get some of the extra bits and pieces. You can see there's a lot of them. I have to get those out. And hey everybody. So hi Asian Man and Ryan Richardson. I am just explaining how I am getting ready to move all my merchandise into a bigger antique vintage store, into a space. Sorry. And I figured, oh, this is a good time to do a live. I could chat with people and see what their thoughts are. But yeah, so I was just aiming the camera down to show you all of the crystals. This is the chandelier I purchased, and my husband wired it so it's not going to be a hard wire to the main electric. He put a cord in it so that all I have to do is plug it in. So it should be interesting. It does work. He did it. We tested it. It works. I'm obviously going to have to change out the light bulbs to put in the LED light bulbs, fire code at our store, and get all those crystals out of that box so that I can attach them to that. And you can see how it's so heavy. It's bowing in the center where it's hanging from. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very, very heavy. So right now, this is the box it came in. It was built for this. It was built just to hold this. And I don't even know if I can get in here. You might watch me fall on my face. Okay, got a few. I gotta get a few more now. So I am reaching in this container. You can see it was built to hold the chandelier, to get all the extra crystals out so that I can hang the pieces that aren't connected right now. But all I know is that everything I have in here should go in there somewhere. So I thought I would just invite my friends to keep me company while I do this. So, what's everybody up to today? What is today for everybody? I know because I have friends from all over the world. So what's today for you? Today is Sunday afternoon for me. So what I'm going to use to do this, these are what they look like. Dirty, nice and dirty, and they just have wire that connects the crystals. And so I am just going to use, not sponsored or anything, but this Krud Kutter takes care of everything. It's actually, it foams up. Unlike Windex, but it foams. And I'm just going to take a nice sham and just kind of wipe them down. And it's so fragile. The wire on this is crazy fragile, because if I pull, then I'll pull the wire apart. So this is going to be a long day, let me tell you. But my big idea, I like to make it go big or don't go. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and I guess I have to agree with them. So right now, oh, they're filthy. I feel disgusting after doing this. Look at that sparkle compared to this. So imagine how beautiful that whole chandelier is going to be once I get it going. So let me aim you back. So where are you from? Johan? Is that how you say it? Sorry, I'm trying to read the screen and move the camera and clean this thing. Does everybody here have their own channel? I'm going to keep trying to watch comments and as I'm doing this, but the top looks like it's all put together pretty well. So I'm just going to be spraying. Let's aim this better. Okay, so I'm basically just spraying this down. And for my first pass through, I am just going to wipe it and see how clear they come out. This was in storage for a long time. This estate sale I went to, the people traveled all over the world, and the estate sale was so big that I went back on the last day when it was 75% off, and it didn't look like they sold anything, but I'd been there the day before when it was 50% off, and there was a lot gone, but you couldn't tell. If you were to walk in that day, you'd be like, what? Is this the first day? Because it was so crowded. So anyways, the guy saw that I liked the chandelier, and he's like, can I make you a deal? And I'll even throw in the sconces. So the sconces have silver on the back, and they're just kind of half arched, and you set them on the back, and it's gorgeous. But he goes, I'll throw those in, and I'll give you this for $60. Well, this was marked at $1,200 to begin with. They just didn't want to move it. because they knew they had to get it out. And if somebody was going to give them any money for it, they were all for it. So I decided this was going to hang in my new antique booth. I like things to be catchy and bright and shiny. Who doesn't like shiny things, right? I'm trying to keep my eye on who's here. So what are you guys doing? What are you up to on this Sunday or whatever day it is by you? Agent Man, how are you? I'm going to have to get creative here because I have to figure out how these all go together. See, these aren't connected, but back here they are. So I have to find where to start and how many I need to connect to the next hoop. And then there's a whole ring down here as well. But stages, I gotta keep my monkey brain just stages, one thing at a time, Allison, because like I don't want to go all the way down and start doing everything, and I'll forget where I left off. So look at how disgusting this is, and this is just from that few crystals. Ugh. But we will keep working. Keep going until it's sparkly and clean. I've already bought all the stuff, even though I have a booth already. I have a vintage booth already, but I really want to start this booth out fresh. I want people to see stuff they haven't seen before. So I have been collecting some great things I've found, some hauls. Today I went to an estate sale, and you wouldn't believe it, but I got there, and as I was walking, because it was the last day of the sale, she goes, everything is free. If it's $40 or more, it's 75% off. But if it's under $40, it's free. I was like, oh my gosh. So I went and I got some Corningware and I got a bunch of books. And then all of a sudden she goes, everything is free. It doesn't matter if there's a price tag on it. Just take it home with you. Well, there wasn't that much left over. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of great stuff earlier in the week, but hey, I was able to get some pretty decent stuff. I got it for free, which means it's 100% whatever I sell it for is profit for me, which is really exciting, especially with my rent is going to be going up in my booth. So just keeping an eye to see who else is coming on. I don't know if any of my friends are going to pop in. Graciela. Yay, you made it to a live. Oh, I'm so glad you finally came on to a live. You were able to make it. I do them very randomly. Like I don't pick a time because I never know where I'm gonna be. It's Monday there? Wow. Oh my gosh. 10 a.m. Monday. No, it's only 5:11 here on Sunday. So how is Monday going for you? So I was just telling people, I'm sorry if you were here already, but I was telling people that I got this chandelier to put in my new antique booth. And my videos, my last few videos have all been about everything I've bought to sell in my vendor's booth at the antique mall. And now it's time to do the dirty work, meaning it's time to start cleaning and getting everything put together because I need to stop buying because, you know, started great, danced in a Jamaican song. Oh, that's cool. So you're a dancer? Yeah, this is beautiful. My husband did not see the beauty in it. I see beyond the dirt and I just see sparkles. And hey, who doesn't want to shop like in a place where everything is sparkling and lit up and beautiful, right? And this is definitely antique, or at least vintage. This is definitely vintage. I don't know what exactly when it was made. I didn't get any information. The estate sale company didn't have any information that I could share with you, but I did a couple of the crystals, so this is how they came out. This is what I'm dealing with. See how dirty it is? And then it comes out like this. Gave me a table chandelier. Sits on the table. Colored glass. Ah, it must be beautiful. Yeah, they can be, and like I said, I don't know what the true value of this is, but it's like silver plated, I'm thinking. Oops, trying to show you. But it has 12 lights. There's 6 coming out this way, and then there's 6 underneath that come out from down below. And then it hangs with a big jewel down there. I don't know if you got to see that. I was just taking my, can you get it appraised? I probably could, but hey, Evie, I decided to go live and I'm using the tripod you gave me because I decided it's time to stop shopping and get ready for my booth opening. But I am cleaning the chandelier. I had my husband put it on the ladders for me because it's so heavy and there's no way I could do this if it wasn't hanging. So, yeah, everybody, this is Evie. She is awesome. She has helped me learn how to use my new camera, and she gave me this really cool fancy tripod that I have the phone on, and it really, really helps Evie a lot. So this is disgusting. This is after just going through a few crystals. So it was, I'll show you what it came in. I don't know if you can see this box. Here's the box that it came in. And all the way down there are more crystals I have to get out. But, not a dancer, but been dancing for years. Oh, that's cool. That keeps you in shape. I wish I could do that. No, I'm not doing vinegar. I just have this stuff that's called, when I refinish furniture, it's called Crud Cutter. And it cleans and degreases anything that's stained, and it removes. It's non-toxic, biodegradable. I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor me, that would be great, wouldn't it? So I got a new cloth here. And Evie, if you're still on, and you can, if anybody has any maybe a pan of dish soap and water is how to clean those, you know, with a cloth. Yes. Well, the Crud Cutter actually has brought the sparkle back because they're like coated. They must have been sitting in that box in a garage forever. But they're coming pretty clean right now just by using this Crud Cutter. It's non-toxic. It doesn't smell. There's no odor to it or anything. But it's nice because it foams up and I know where it is. And then I'm just kind of, I have to be careful with it though because these chain links are very kind of fragile. They pull out. I haven't seen any broken crystals. Well, yes, I have. I've seen a couple broken crystals. But the guy gave me the 2 side chandeliers. So I can, if I needed extra crystals, I would have them. But these are, like there's a little chip out of that, but see, it just snapped. So I have to take that hole and put it back in here. This is what's going to take forever, is reconstructing it to fit the way it was going. Here we go. Here's the whole front. So they all have nicely drilled holes, but getting them back in, they slip out so easily. I don't know how they go back in. They won't go back in so easily. But when I see one fall off, my goal is to try to put it right back together so that I don't have to figure it out later. There we go. Okay, I don't even know if you could have seen that, but the hoop fell out of one side. And I was debating, I don't know what this is actually made out of, what kind of metal it is, besides very heavy metal. It looks like silver to me, but I don't know. But boy, that makes a huge difference already. Yeah. Hey, Mike. How's it going? Yeah, Evie, Mike, me, um, Gracie, she's been watching me here for a while. It's already Monday for her, and it's just Sunday afternoon for me. And I was telling Gracie, probably already heard this, but I was at an estate sale today. I normally don't go on Sundays, but it was the last day, and I got there, and the lady goes, anything under $40 is free. Just take it. If it has a price tag of 40 or above, it's 75% off. And I'm like, okay. So I went and I started picking up some books and stuff. And then she goes, everything is free. Take it out and it's free. It's for you, unless it has a sold sign on it. So I got a bunch of books. I got some Corningware. I got, I didn't load up because the majority of it was already sold. They wouldn't be giving it away for free if they didn't make their, expected money at that point. But I follow them on Instagram, and I think it's Dusty Gold Estate Sales, and they are so funny. They put skits together, and she said today that they've been contacted by a network to possibly do a show about estate sales. So it's Dusty Gold if you're on Instagram. Find them, and they're really funny. I go to a lot of their sales because I find that they're fairly priced and easy to work with. I went to another one today, and it was a young man who is 21 and decided he didn't want to do college anymore, but he loves antiques. So he started a company, three guys, I forget, something about three guys. So two of his friends and him went into this business, and they're going to be doing estate sales. And I need to tell him that he asked if I would maybe consider helping, and I said, sure. Not going to get too involved, but I will help him because, I got a Wii game for a Wii console I bought months and months and months ago, and I took it to a memorabilia store, gaming store. It's Nerdtopia, I think it is, and in Plano, and the guy was just going to give me $60 for it, and I'm like, I know you have to resell it, but it's brand new. It didn't have the box, but all the cords were still wrapped in it, and half of the games or programs weren't even opened. So he's like, well, what if I gave you $40 for just that one game? I'm like, no, because I want to sell it as a set. If I get any money, it has to be worth it for somebody else. And yeah, isn't that funny at Nerdtopia? But anyways, I was at the estate sale today, and the same two games I got for $2. Wow, I really want, I'm going to help the guy. I'm going to help the young man get his business started and show him, really quick places to look things up. But I am going back to Nerdtopia, and I'm going to say, would you like to buy those games still? Because if I could get $40 per game, that's great, right? Anything helps these days. So, the more I look at this, the more I get discouraged. But, I went into my antique store. I worked all day yesterday, and I went in today to ask the manager, how the move is going to work. Do I do it after store closing or before? She goes, we do it when we can do it. And she goes, they're not going to be out until the end of March. And I said, no. You told me March 1st. This was in December. So she goes, well, hopefully I'll get in touch with her and we'll see what her idea of moving out is. So I don't know when I'm moving now. And I've been telling my friends and family that I'm going to have a grand opening of my new booth on March 21st. I figured that would give me 3 weeks. March 22nd. The 21st is my husband's birthday. March 22nd, because I figure it would give me a few weeks in my space if I went in the beginning of March. And now I find out that I can't. She said she would let me know. So, anyways, just go with it, Allison. Go with the flow. Nothing you can do about it, right? So, yeah, my garage is, I swear my husband just wants to get rid of me and all my stuff because the garage is filled. Like, we can't put the car in, and that's not like us. We have the garage to keep our cars in. It's not for storage. But I don't have anywhere at the store to keep everything. I do have all my booth is on sale, 25% off of everything at my current booth. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Gracie. I thought it was like quirky, and when it sparkles, man, it's gonna be awesome. And when my husband was able to take the hard wire off and make it a plug-in, that even works nicer, right? So pretty excited about that. It is making a difference doing this. I just want it to be done. So you're living off-grid, or you want to live off-grid, Gracie? Abby, have you been painting today, I'm sure? I've actually had some people offer to buy this from me already, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to sell it. Everything's going to be for sale. Eventually, you know, everything will be for sale, but I just want to enjoy it for a little bit of time, and maybe see if I can find out how much it's really worth. I guess this goes in this hole. I'm trying to reattach pieces as I go, and they have the holes drilled. I just have to find out where it goes. I should have my DJI where it can track me, and that would be easier for you guys to see everything, but this is a much nicer tripod that Abby was so kind enough to give me. Okay. So, see, I just attached this strand here, and then these are missing some, oh, just dropped off. So I have to make this attached to up here. They're all, so I made this one attached, attached to here. And then you can see these two are still needing attention. So I have a bunch of strings that I have to clean up, and then I'll attach it to right in here. Anyways, kind of crazy. You have a half acre and a shed in the city currently due to my femur surgery. Ugh. You've been off grid for 7 years. Wow. Wow. So you're in Australia. Okay, so 4 hours like to the city. That's crazy. I say that I want to. I don't know if I necessarily want to be off grid, but I want to be like left alone in the forest. In a nice forest. Hey Rosani, how are you? I am just doing my chandelier for my new booth, and it's very, very dirty. It's very dirty, and I figured, well, what a better time to go live is to have people keep me busy. Yeah, everybody, this is my friend Rosani, and Evie, you know Rosani by now. Rosani does paper mache. I said it wrong. I don't know how you say it. I don't know how you say it. You say it the correct way. I just say paper mache, and then Abby does water painting, and she just started, and you would never believe she just started because her work is so good. And Abby, I liked when you said that you were going to show us how to do some of that stuff. That's really a great new avenue. Off-grid is easy. I don't know how easy it would be. Like, do you have like electricity? Yes, I have used liquid ink. I have some and I don't even know why I have it upstairs. Yes. You know, I think I did liquid ink. I needed it for my airbrusher, I think. So you're using solar, okay? That's cool. What about running water? I'm a creature of habit. I like my creature-y things like running water, and I've been messing with it, and it's hard. I bought it for my glass pen. Oh, the ink? Yeah. Oh, you collect the water? See, I would be too impatient. I could go days without a shower here, but if I was out in nature. Yes, Abby, we could be neighbors in huts in just outside of town, right? Outside of town. But when you have to buy the water, I mean, you said you're 4.5 hours away from a town. That takes a lot. I got the chandelier and the 2 sconces for $60. It was marked at like $1,200 the first day, and they just wanted it gone. So I got it for $60, and it came in that big box that I showed you earlier at the beginning of this video, the beginning of the live. I literally was nose diving into the bottom of this box to get the stuff, but I'm gonna get busy because it ain't gonna get done by itself, right? I had to spray paint some wood for my husband because he's making signs and on his printer, his 3D printer, no, his laser printer. So he's busy doing creative stuff, and now I'm not doing anything creative besides trying to get it clean. But I can definitely see the difference once I do this. But I have to be so gentle, you know, I can't, because like I said, these hoops fall off and it's hard to rewire them. They fit perfect, but if you don't know where it fell off from, then you got a problem. So, but he did plug it in before I went to any expense or any time. I made sure it was going to work before I decided I was going to take on the job of cleaning this, because there's so many other things I could do besides clean a chandelier. But if it works, I will use it, and it does. I can't plug it in right now because I'm spraying all this stuff and I don't have all the light bulbs in it right now. We just put a few in to make sure it worked, and I had to buy LED light bulbs for fire code at our store. So these are really in good shape, these crystals. I'm quite surprised, but okay, there's 2 hooked here. Oh, okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. You know, just keeping this up is probably why somebody didn't want it anymore, because man, if you are a cleaning freak, this would be very challenging for you. See, now I don't, oh, okay, here. I don't know where this goes. Maybe here. It's like a puzzle. I'm trying to figure out where this next piece would go, but there's not one of these. Anyways, I'll just keep cleaning and see what happens. It looks like it's a square rectangle, a rectangle crystal, and then 3 balls. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls, the same size. So I have to find 5 of them to, well, 4 more for this to attach to this rail. And then there's another row down here. So it's a lot of cleaning, and I can't turn this. I can turn it slightly to get to the other side. And then I just have to maneuver these so that they're in the silver rings. But it'll be beautiful when it's done. And then when I'm hanging it, I'll be able to show everybody. I'm really getting excited. Really getting excited. Wish I was opening my own store, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. But I kind of feel like I am because I'm starting over. I'm putting all new things, new old stuff. How does that sound? New old things. So people that shop my booth haven't been looking at the same thing. And it's funny because yesterday when I was working, I was walking by my booth and some guy goes, "Oh, look at this." And he says to his wife, "This booth must be new because I've never seen this before." And I'm like, "Oh, I've been here for 2 years." So, okay. I'm so glad you stopped by, Gracie. Have a good one. Happy Monday. But so yeah, it just, I changed up my booth, and people get used to seeing the same thing, and they don't take notice of things. And so he was really surprised to find some stuff I had in my booth, and he ended up buying like 5 things. Now, granted, everything's on sale, so that helps, but it just goes to show that if you change things up, it catches people's attention, and this will look like a new booth. Well, because it is a new booth, right? Let's see. I think I found the connecting piece. It goes right here. Maybe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I found it. Let me get the ring in. It's soft metal, like the hoops. They're all hand done. This is unbelievable. I really would like to know if this is really a valuable piece or not. Well, it's valuable to me because oh man, see, it comes off. I've got to change the little wire here. I got to put a new hoop in it so that it won't just pop off. Oh, these are filthy. Oops, something's coming out. But it'll make my boots sparkle. So yeah, if you're in Texas, I'm hoping for like the mid to end of March to have a grand opening at my booth. I'm gonna do door prizes and giveaways. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, well, I appreciate you guys stopping by and visiting with me on my live. I can't keep seeing who's on and who's off, and I appreciate Evie and Rosani coming to visit me and see what I'm up to. But I am going to let you ladies go, and I'm going to go get some of this finished, because the more I talk, the less I do. But thanks for coming, and don't give up, because I'm not giving up. You mean the world to me.